10% in most cases is not going to do it in the long run for retirement planning, but at least getting started at 10% minimum, maybe then gradually to 15%, and then hitting our goal of 25% of gross income going into this waterfall. We're living below our means. One of the key things to wealth building. So we create excess liquidity that then can go to work for us and build that wealth tree during our journey. So a savings rate, we want to get to at least 25%. I'm going to even put a plus sign, 25% plus. But I encourage at least a minimum of 10%. 10% might be where we start out early in the journey. We've built financial stability, income is expanding, but maybe life is tight. We're in the messy middle. There are kids, there are expenses. It might be hard to get that savings rate, but with good budgeting and good planning, at least 10%. 10% in most cases is not going to do it in the long run for retirement planning, but at least getting started at 10% minimum, maybe then gradually to 15%, and then hitting our goal of 25% of gross income going into this waterfall. So what is the waterfall? So as we have that excess liquidity rolling into these investment accounts, we want to start first with the 401k. And if you don't have a 401k plan, you maybe have an employer plan. It's a simple IRA or a 403b if you're working for a nonprofit organization. Then we're going to go down here and we're going to label this HSA or health savings account. Then we've got Roth IRA. And then at the bottom of the waterfall, we've got brokerage account. And this is a general concept of what might be a typical investment account waterfall for a lot of people. Again, your waterfall could look unique based on your circumstances. But let's talk through this one. 401k. We want to put at least enough of our savings into the 401k account to get, I'm going to draw here, this is the employer match. This is that anywhere from 50% to maybe 100% of your income matched by your employer. That's free money and a huge return on your investment dollar. Take advantage of that match from your employer. At that point, though, we want a cap. We want to put a cap on that 401k. We've hit the match, we put a lid or a cap on that bucket. So the liquidity is going to bounce off of that and into a health savings account. And then we're going to fill that health savings account up with whatever we're able to until it's maxed out. For a family HSA, roughly here in 2024, I'm just using approximate numbers, you can put up to $8,000 annually into an HSA. I love HSA accounts. They're triple tax advantaged. You get a tax deduction going in. You have all of this growth that can grow tax-free as long as you put it to work and invest inside of your health savings account. And then as you pull money out of the HSA account for qualified medical expenses, it's tax-free. You don't have a taxable distribution to you. So nuances of the HSA, that's for another video, but I love HSA accounts. I like to put it up here at the top of the investment account waterfall. After the HSA, we want to go to the Roth. The money going into the Roth IRA is they're called after-tax dollars. There's no deduction for that contribution for dollars going into the IRA. But you get tax-free growth, and the beauty then when you pull out those dollars in retirement after age 59 and a half, completely tax-free. All of that growth over however long that was can come out tax-free in retirement. A beautiful thing. We've got to fund that Roth IRA. And so now, typically, what we'll do is once we've got the match, maxed out the HSA, maxed out the Roth, we come back up here and we remove the lid on the 401k bucket. And we begin then to fill up our 401k bucket until we hit the max. Won't go into any detail on what that max is. Easy to look up, but for you, depending on your age, depending on maybe the type of plan, you have got a good chunk of money to put into the 401k plan to max it out. Now, once you've maxed out here, here, and here, then everything is just going to then spill into this brokerage account. And there's no annual limit to that, to putting money into a brokerage account. You can put, to your heart's delight, you can fill that brokerage account up with as much dollars as possible over your lifetime. Now, just real quickly, there can be a decision that's made before you choose to take off that lid on the 401k bucket. As you get the match and fund the HSA and fund the Roth, a conversation can be had as to, when do I expect to retire? Do I want to retire early? Do I want to retire before age 59 and a half? Maybe early 50s, maybe mid 50s, whatever it might be. If that's the case, you may want to think about funding this brokerage account even before you've maxed out the 401k. And there could be other reasons, in fact, quite a few reasons, as to funding a brokerage account before you've maxed out the 401k. So again, your journey is unique. Have a conversation, have good advisors, and talk through what makes sense for your investment account waterfall structure and how you fund it.